Pop back to intermission. Because now I gotta clean the cart, and that's gonna take a minute. So, I guess while we're doing this, let's go over some questions. The question that I said Amber to remind me about, maybe I should go over that. So the question I got during break was, more or less, okay, no, she's got the full copy-paste, cool. And so does Lord. A lot of you guys do. John, why is Chugga such a horrible person who goes out of his way to make sure you lose if he can't win? Okay. So, as for you guys who don't know what I'm talking about, we're talking about the Runaway Guys. So that's the secondary channel I'm on. I assume the vast majority of you are aware of that channel with me. Basically, it's myself, Nintendo Capri Sun, and Chugga Conroy, all three LPers. If you're not aware of that, for like I assume like 3 people who aren't. But basically, Chugga and I have a, I want to say friendly rivalry, but sometimes it gets a little heated on both sides. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit, I want to say moody at times about it, but I'll just say a bit animated about my emotions at times. That kind of makes me come off as a horrendous asshole on TRG videos. In fact, I think there's at least one point in the new board that's getting posted now that will make me look like a horrendous asshole, because I think I just flat out scream at Emil about something. But that's not even remotely dealing with a bit butthurt. No, I'm not bipolar. No, God, no. I'm just. I guess I'll give you guys a story about myself. When I was a kid, growing up, I was super, I guess, let's say emotional. I cried a lot as a kid, which of course led to the reason I would have gotten bullied a bit as a kid. But then again, that also has to do with the fact I look like a huge fucking nerd. That was probably more so the deciding factor, really, than the crying a lot. I don't know. I just had a hard time as a kid, kind of keeping my emotions in check. And like I would, like if I got angry, I got super angry. If I was like sad, I was super sad. It's not really a case of being bipolar. It's just a case of just like super big. Yeah, I got salty a lot. That's the best way to put it. I was super salty all the time. But when I was in high school, I had what I will call, like, I call them adoptive grandparents. I called them Cobb and Diddy. They were probably the nicest people. They were like neighbors to me when I was a baby. They used to babysit me when I was super young. So I made a habit of going over to their house like every Tuesday and every Friday. Had dinner with them and like always hung out with them. They treated me like their own kid. So I loved hanging around them. They're great people. So at the time I was also super involved in my church. I did the soundboard for my church, so I did all the mic setups, I did all the sound audio leveling, so I'm well versed in using soundboards and that. Now, one night at church, we go, and Cobb is like standing up trying to give a testimony about something. As a case, because they were asking for like testimony, they're like just like, okay, let's say something about praising the Lord or something like that. And he tried a couple times to stand up and say something, but like other people kept jumping in, so he's like, okay, I'll just go off to the washroom for a bit. So he goes off to the washroom, and then he doesn't come back. Now, we're all wondering, it seems like he's been gone for a long time. Even the pastor's making a comment that they were expecting him to have come back. And it's like, well, someone should go check on him. So someone goes to check, and then someone goes to get his wife. And they both go to the bathroom, and the usher starts going to the bathroom. And as a result, I run to the bathroom, and so does my mom. And it ends up, he had a heart attack in the church bathroom, of all places. So he got rushed to the hospital. But of course, we lived half an hour away from the nearest hospital, so they gave him to the nearest clinic that we could get to. So, of course, I follow along, and so does my mom. Diddy, which I call her real name was Melita, we followed her as well. And found out by the time we got there, he had passed away. So, it was not really a good night, let's say like that. And for the record, no, he did not die like Elvis. He was like washing his hands, I believe, at the time. So I took it super hard. Because, like I said, I basically treated him like a grandfather. So that was actually probably the last day I can remember crying for a very, very long time. I think I got, like, everything out of my system. And then after that point, I started, like, bottling up my emotions a bit. And oddly enough, this is also kind of the point where I got a little bit more laid back in my personality a bit. Because this was probably 3 months before I left for university. So it was... So it hit me really hard, obviously. And I found from that point on, like, I found it super hard to be, like, emotional or cry or anything like that. Like, even, like, trying to get, like, my eyes wet to, like, tear up a bit, to, like, make sure my eyes stay dry. It's hard to do. I think it just kind of came out all at once. Now, I've had other, like, there's been a couple deaths in the family since where, like, I have not been able to cry because of it, and it's been really strange. But I found that as a result, like, through university, I bottled up my emotions a lot, and never really let anything out. And my only real out for, like, a lot of my anger in that, I found was through video games. So that's... One of the reasons that I play super challenging games now is because it kind of gets me pissed off. And doing that helps me get it, like, everything out of my system at once. But now, to bring this back to Chugga, the problem is, A, we're playing competitive games, so I start naturally getting frustrated or angry because my emotions are starting to come out, because that's my release. My release from my emotions and what keeps me like, de-stressed is gaming. So, having to deal with Chugga, who can be, let's be nice and say he can be erratic. It's a bit difficult, to say the least. So when I tend to snap a lot in TRG videos, it's kind of going back to that in a way, how it's just like my release of, like, all my emotions and anger comes out in the gaming. And then just getting it would seem like I shouldn't be super upset at him. I come off as super upset because of just kind of everything coming out at once. With, I guess, the exception of New Super Mario Bros. Wii, which was when he gave me a black eye, or almost did. So that was just kind of accelerated anger at that point. But a lot of the times you hear me snap, like, super loud at that, that's why. Is because I just kind of get angry and kind of release everything at once. So, otherwise, I'm usually, like, a more laid-back guy, and that's the kind of the guy you usually see on, like, my videos, is the goofball. But in TRG, when you hear me, like, snapping or anger, that's kind of just all that coming out at once. So, I guess that's that. As for the way that Chugga's been acting in TRG, because I've noticed a lot of people in the comments have basically been saying that... Dear Proton John, your attitude would get you instantly permabanned from League of Legends. Well, that's a good thing I don't play League. What was I going to say? I lost my train of thought there, sorry. Going back, a lot of people have been saying in the comments of Mario Party 3 that Chugga's been kind of coming off as a dick. And I can understand why they feel that way, because there are two Chuggas, essentially. This is the way I'll put it. There are two Chugga Conroys. There's the Chugga Conroy you deal with when there's only, like, one person in the room, or he's by himself. So the person you see on a solo channel. Then there's the Chugga Conroy you see when there's multiple people in the room. That's the Chugga you usually see in the Runaway Guys. And it doesn't really help, I guess, that he's really only got two choices to kind of get his energy out. One is me, and the other is Tim. And Tim is still kind of shy around us, which is weird for having a channel for like 2+ years that he's still shy. So Emil, as a result, doesn't really kind of put too much energy towards Tim. In fact, this is probably where it comes off like him seeming like he's babying Tim a lot. He kind of just ignores him and is like, oh, you should do this, Tim. Or like, oh, good job, Tim. And I'm not going to say I'm immune from that either. I do that from time to time. I'll discuss like, hey, Tim, here are your options. Here's what I think. And some people that nail down like, hey, anytime there's a point where Tim has to make a pivotal key decision, one of us will make the choice or like say what hinders the other person, and like Tim will just decide on whatever. But I get the brunt of Emil's energy, I guess, because well, I mean, A, we're friends, and B, we just kind of talk a lot. So, like, when we do chat a lot on Skype and stuff like that, so we have a good repertoire, but he does purposely try to push buttons, especially when he's kind of more hyperactive during TRG. So that's kind of why it seems like he's a dick. As for focusing on me a lot in Mario Party, there are points where I notice that, and there are points where people are pointing out that he's doing that I didn't notice. For a good example, a lot of people pointed out that that point where he uses Boo Bell in the last board to steal from me when it didn't make sense, and I just like screamed out what, because I was like, why are you doing this? It ends up there actually was some sort of logic to it. He did do it to make sure I didn't use my magic lamp, and I didn't realize that at the time because I thought he was making a stupid move, and so did a lot of the chat. But no, he was actually making a sensible move. But I don't know. It's not going to get better, I think, is the best way to put it. If Emil's mentality bugs you now at this point, it's probably not going to change. We did the last 2 boards of Mario Party, and then we did all the dual boards of Mario Party 3, and I don't remember how he was in that. Like, I remember a lot of pissed off moments between like the battle boards for Mario Party 3, but I don't remember really that much piss off point during the dual mode, so I don't know how that's going to be. We've done our next tournament, but we haven't done our next major project yet. So there's going to be a lot of filler after this. Some of the filler, he's probably going to piss you people off. I'm not going to lie. There's at least 2 games we did that he got super pissy in during the recording that he might end up editing some stuff out, and it's probably in his best interest to do that. But, yeah, I don't know how it would be if we had a 4th member, too. Like, usually when there's a 4th member, we can, like, not ignore Emil. We can, he has to split his focus between multiple people, then it's not as bad. But then, like, sometimes in Castle Crashers, it may come off as a bit of a brat, which I know a lot of people in the comments complained about, but it's more subdued, I guess. I don't know. I will just say, he's aware of the complaints, and he's trying to work on it. But the funny thing is, he said he was aware of the complaints and working on it for Castle Crashers and Mario Party 3, and that's when he's actually gotten the most complaints so far. So him trying to actually make things better for the audience is actually somehow making it worse. So I don't know really what to tell you guys. If you complain about Shugga at this point, it might not get better. He's gonna try, but I don't know what to tell you. Alright, I think that might have been long enough. Also, I'm not sure if I actually properly answered the question or kind of went everywhere. I was not actually expecting to tell the story about Cobb and Diddy tonight. I was kind of surprised that happened. But, yeah. Alright, let's see. Perfect. We waited long enough. Shatterhand's working. Sorry tonight suddenly got serious, but let's go back to video games. Alright, Pat, give me a sec. I'll add you in. Calm. What's up, buddy?
Yo.
Yo.
You can hear me? Things are good?
Yep. Chat, can you hear him? His volume is currently cranked, so he should be audible.
Hopefully there's no echo.
Alright, I'm gonna have to turn on the game audio so you can be heard better, though, so...
Oh, dude, this fucking laptop is huge.
Well, of course, a good laptop nowadays is gigantic, man.
Dude, it's a 17-inch screen, and the screen doesn't even take up the whole bulk of the laptop.
Ouch.
Yeah, but it works well. Hello, everyone. And hello, John. How are you? Besides sentimental.
Yeah, no, I was not expecting the stream to get to that point tonight. That was kind of weird.
I was like just moving shit around, like making my way to the basement, setting up my new computer and everything, and then I come back to the stream to be like, all right, I'm ready to get in, and like the second it loads up, like, and that's when he died. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it got fucking dark for a little bit there. Sorry, man. The funny thing was, it was originally about like why is Chugga an asshole in Mario Party, and then
I was an asshole because someone died.
no, it became I don't even know why. Like I don't know.
I'm sorry, my emotions don't exist.
Yeah, no, I've gotten much better control of my emotions, but I don't know. That was just kind of like a hint of why I am come off as so much as an asshole. So.
Not because you're an asshole.
Well, that too, but but there's actual seated reasons for my asshole.
It's not my fault. It's okay, John. We are the same. Now you are like me.
Am I?
Lost? Anybody? Lost? No?
No, I don't watch Lost Star, dude.
Oh, you idiot. You should change that.
I don't know why I never watched it when it was actually... Oh, I know why I didn't watch it when it was on the air, because I didn't have TV. I don't know. It just didn't interest me.
Dude, it is so good. You would love it. Or you're an idiot. It's one of the two. If you don't love it, you're stupid.
I've heard like it divides people fairly well.
Yes. Like, if people watch a good amount of Lost, like more than 2 episodes of the first season, and say, I didn't like it, then I judge them immediately on their tastes.
The first 2 episodes, you said?
Like, the first 2 or 3 episodes of the first season, like, if you don't watch more than that and make a judgment call on it, I will judge you.
Ah, gotcha.
Because it gets so fucking good. Like, I know someone that watched until the end of the first season. Like, watched all of season 1. And there's, like, a huge plot development that, like, blows your mind at the end of season 1, and it's a cliffhanger. And they're like, yeah, I didn't watch it anymore. I thought it was stupid.
Ooh. I mean, I can understand that mentality. I know a lot of people who do that same thing, so...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, I know a lot of people who didn't give Breaking Bad a chance.
Oh.
And to be fair, let's be honest about Breaking Bad. That first season's pretty divisible for people.
Oh, they must have watched...
Or divisive, shit. Divisive. I've been getting that wrong all the time.
Divisive?
Divisive, yeah.
I don't know how to say it. It just seems like divisive would be better, because divisive, like a device.
But you're dividing like math. Like it's splitting people in, like, opinions in half.
Oh, you know what I just realized?
Hmm.
I'm on a computer and I don't have fucking all my iTunes music on it.
Oh, no.
So I can't randomly interrupt you with Puznik.
Well, I'm not entirely disappointed by that, but I'm sure the chat is probably super pissed. Okay, that's not the auto clip I expected it to be.
Disappointed!
There you go.
Yay.
Yeah, the chat. I see a lot of no's in the chat suddenly.
No. Yeah, I just need to put all my like novelty music on this computer, because I don't want to have a lot of stuff on here. I want to keep it relatively clean.
Well, how big's the hard drive on it?
Terabyte.
How big was it on your Mac?
250 gigs.
I think you're safe.
Yeah, I know.
I did it. I cleared Area A. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is this the
I
last
just
game?
wanted to do what the chat wanted to do.
Fair enough. Is this the last game of the night, John, or are you continuing for a while? I am not sure. This, it might be Q&A after this. I'm trying to figure that out.
You can never know with streams like this.
Yeah, that's the thing with Fortune Cookie streams. I never know until I'm for sure like tired. And I have the house to myself right now, so I mean I don't have to worry about noise levels or anything either.
Yeah. It's for real. For real.
All right, guys, I need a choice here. Do we go to the oil refinery, the forest, what looks like the oil refinery on fire, the space boat, or a cave?
Space boat, coast to coast. Chat boat, space boat. I'm totally not influencing anyone. Space boat.
I don't know. I can see refinery on fire getting a couple of people too, but yeah, nope. There we go. There's a bunch of space boat.
Didn't see that coming.
No, not at all. Oh, there's a lot of people going for like fire though. To be fair, so.
Well, that's because fire's fucking awesome.
All right. Well, let's go space boat.
Space boat. Are you serious? Space boat. Like you're in space on a boat.
Oh, I'm actually. Apparently, I'm inside the boat. So.
On, in. It's a one-letter difference.
That's a valid point. And what's
funk? Same things.
Yes, clearly. Apparently, triple beta is. I guess I should explain this game for people who've never played Shatterhand. The idea is like it's a platforming beat 'em up game. But you pick up these items that are like alpha and beta logos. Shit. And once you get 3 of them, you get a power-up character here. And the amount of alphas and betas you have dictate what you have. Like, this is triple beta. He's just a grenade launcher, basically. So that's what... Yeah.
Triple beta. I throw grenades.
Take
me to your grenadier.
Take me to your grenadier.
Yeah.
Oh, right, and you can punch bullets, too, because you're a badass.
Dude, who can't punch bullets?
Most human beings.
No, you can punch them, just your hand will, like, explode.
Oh, that's a valid
Your
point.
hand will shatter.
Aha! 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 That's probably actually where he got the name from.
Yep. I know. That's why I said it. SS2 jet punches bullets in their sleep.
Ah, good job on you sneaking up on those bullets. This is also, I think, like a late-era NES game, like 94 or something like that. I don't remember what time it said on there, but it's one of those hidden gem type games.
It looks pretty technically advanced for NES game.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool.
Graphically, I should say.
Yeah. I believe this is made by, I think it said Jalico and Natsume, and Natsume is the guys who made Harvest Moon, so...
On this harvest moon.
That means that that means at some point we're going to have to just start taking care of sheep. While we punch bullets.
Shatter sheep.
Shatter sheep.
Bah, bah.
Meh, meh.
I just sound like I don't even know what you sound like. Oh, what is that sound? Meh. Fuck. I don't know. Like a cross between the Amanda Show and Waluigi.
I don't know how to feel about that, Patrick.
I don't know. Indifferent?
I'll go with that. I found squiggly lines and alien fetuses. Oh god, this was actually a spaceship. Or a space boat.
Dude, of course it's a space boat.
Oh god!
Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. Stream delay. Oh. I still don't know what happened. Oh, oh god.
Yeah, that was unexpected. Just hiding in the wall.
You know, that's whatever. Just chilling. Immediately ready to kick your ass once it's awoken from its cryogenic sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
Plausible.
That's what I get for waking up and pissing off the aliens with their space boat.
Are you gonna do ABC?
There's only alpha and beta.
What?
As far as I'm aware of, there's only alpha and beta. I'll see if I can get gamma.
I thought there were 3. Or is it just combos between the 2?
I think it's just combos between the 2. Well, let's find out. This should be... No, that's a grenade. Fuck, I'm... Oh, god damn it. And he's blocking money, too.
I'm torn right now. I can't decide if I want to keep eating my pretzel crackers or if I want to eat some Flamin' Hot Cheetos. It's life decisions.
You lead a tough life, Patrick.
Life decisions right now.
Yeah, there's only alpha and beta. So let's see.
man.
Alpha, beta, beta gives me... Oh, wow, a shuriken launcher.
Shuriken!
Or bouncy balls, one of the two. I can't tell at this point. I'm not careful.
Oh.
I'm not careful. I'm gonna get shatterhanded.
It's like the boomerang something.
They're like bouncing off the walls, though. That's the only thing.
The bouncerangs.
I desperately need health.
I desperately need a father figure.
That too.
Oh shit, that was actually kind of topical. I'm sorry.
Whoops.
Oopsies.
Oh no, it didn't pertain to the story. Don't worry. Ah,
Okay.
shit. Well, at least the robot killed him. That's what I needed.
On this harvest moon. Tenmar, they are townhouse flip-side pretzel crackers. One side is a cracker, one side is a pretzel.
Amazing.
It's like a pretzel on the outside, like the crispy, salty, pretzel-y taste, but the texture as you chew it turns into like a Ritz cracker almost. It's very good.
God, this guy's not dying. Oh, that guy took a lot more hits than last time. I need to get my power up on. Or I need my robot. Let's try alpha, beta, beta. Or is that what I had last time?
Yes, it was.
I had alpha. Okay, well, let's try alpha, beta, alpha this time then.
What is Panda Peach? Do I want to know?
Oh god, you weren't here for Panda Peach? Oh my god.
I don't want to know, do I?
Oh, dude, this stream started off fucking hilarious, man. And then I brought it down with talks of death in church.
Yeah, seriously. This is such a funny stream. Let's talk about people I know that have died.
That's how we roll here, apparently.
Fucking lopsided on square wheels.
Yep. That's an apt comparison. But I was playing Tekken Tag Tournament 2, and they had like a bunch of Nintendo costumes for the characters. And there's a panda you can normally play as in Tekken, and her costume was Peach.
What?
It was funny. It was funny.
So
Ah shit! I'm gonna upload a highlight to YouTube, and because it was pretty fucking hilarious.
So it was like oh god. Oh, I'm just trying to imagine no. Oh my gosh, what is this madness? I don't understand. I don't know how these things work. I'm using a PC for the first time in literally 3 years.
Oh my god, you're fucked.
Yeah. Like, I don't even know how to get... Even Skype is confusing. Skype is not even close to the same.
Yeah, I don't even know how the Mac Skype is, now that I think about it.
It's different. I like it better, but I think that's because I'm used to it, and also it doesn't have any advertisements on it.
Yeah, no, that's the one thing that drives me nuts about Skype.
Yeah, Mac doesn't have that at all, and it looks better to me, and it's easier to get around for me. But I don't have a choice.
If you want to do stuff online, you have no choice.
Well, I mean, I have both, technically.
Yeah.
So, I do have a choice. When I stream, I don't have a choice. But right now, I could hang up, go get my Mac, and be fine. I'm using the desktop Skype. I downloaded it onto Windows 8. I also got something called Start is Back.
Oh, so you're using a Windows 8 machine?
I'm using a Windows 8 machine, but it runs like Windows 7 now. Like, I downloaded a fully functioning start menu, start button for $3.
The fact that you had to pay for that is kind of stupid.
It works super well, though. Like, there are a lot of comparisons to other stuff and stuff like that, and I was like, you know what, $3 for something I know will work is totally worth it, especially in this case. So it runs pretty much exactly like Windows 7, but I only had to pay $3 to make it run like Windows 7, as opposed to actually paying $1 bazillion for Windows 7.
Yeah, isn't it apparently like super expensive to get that conversion?
It's like around $100 to buy Windows 7 by itself, from what I saw.
That is messed up.
Yeah, so $3